Hi, I have a treat for you today, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it so that you can tell a story or a similar story any way you want. But first, you need to meet Eric Carle. Oh, such a pleasant memory. He did the best picture books, and they always had a message in them. And I think for those of you who've ever been grouchy, and I certainly stand to have that title myself, this is a book that you will enjoy. And I'm going to show you a couple of things, but first I'm going to show you how he laid out this story. He's done it before in The Very Hungry Caterpillar, but in the course of his journey, that's what you see. Each creature that we meet has its own page and its own description. I have not done justice to Eric Carle's work, but we at the Mentor Project believe that we need to teach you, not just me, how to do all of those things. So I worked really hard to make this as interesting as I could for you, and I want to introduce you to two of the characters. I spent a little bit of time today working on this, but again, I say to you, you should never be afraid to try it. And if you use post-it notes, that would be great too. So first, very proud of my clock. This is not a digital clock. This is a clock like I learned to tell time on. And it even has, yes, a movable hand. So I'm going to move those hands because time is very important in our story. And I also looked about all of the things that I have in my collection of things, little statues, and I found, which is a gift to me, this little ladybug, which kind of inspired me to tell this story. I'm just going to do the grouchy ladybug today, and then we'll introduce you to another one at another day because all of his stories, as I said before, are so wonderful to tell and to learn from. So this is the grouchy ladybug. Do you want to be grouchy? You don't want to be grouchy? What, you want to be the happy ladybug? Okay, so I got to name the grouchy ladybug. Okay, so I made you this one. It's a tiny little one, and that works out really well. So if you have ever read this wonderful book of Eric Carle's, you'll know that this is his art, and I am replicating it only for you. So it was written in 1977 and is still a very popular book. One of my personal favorites because, as I said before, all of his stories answer a problem, and clearly are grouchy. Are you the grouchy or the happy? You're the grouchy. Is why is he grouchy? Why is any of us grouchy? So I want you to think about that too, as Grouchy Ladybug goes about Grouchy Ladybug's business. So I'm going to open it up for you too. I think I'd like to explain another thing, because Eric Carle does that as well. The story centers around the grouchy ladybug and the happy ladybug having an argument. And the grouchy ladybug goes about her business by always threatening others. And it starts off with what they normally eat. And it's good. That's why we like ladybugs. Ladybugs eat aphids. Aphids are very small insects. And they suck all the juice from leaves, and then the leaves die. So if a ladybug eats aphids, or aphids as some people pronounce it, the leaves can live. So we like ladybugs. We do. And they're so cute. And they fly away from home. So that is some of the things that he wanted us to know. It was 5 in the morning, and the night had just ended, and fireflies were dancing around the moon. But at 5 in the morning, the sun came up, and a friendly ladybug flew in from the left, and it saw a leaf with many aphids on it, and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then the grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids, and wanted them for breakfast. Good morning, said the friendly ladybug. Go away, claimed the grouchy ladybug. I want those aphids. Well, we can share them, said the friendly ladybug. I don't want to share them. They're all mine, all mine. Do you want to fight me for them? If you wish. She smiled sweetly. Well, the ladybug, the grouchy ladybug, backed away from that and went on his way and said to her way, well, you're too little to fight. I'll show you. And with that, the grouchy ladybug flew away. At 6 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug came upon a bee, a honeybee. The grouchy ladybug said, hey, you, want to fight? And the bee said, if you must, showing its stinger. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and with that flew away. At 7 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug came upon a stag beetle. Hey there, want to fight? The stag beetle, lifting up its antenna, said, sure. Well, the grouchy ladybug said, oh, you're too little to fight with, and flew away. At 8 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug came upon a praying mantis. The clock ticked done and said, hey, you want to fight? Oh, and the praying mantis lifted up its claws and said, sure. And the grouchy ladybug said, nah, you're too little, and flew away again. At 9 o'clock, almost missing the sparrow, came flying down. And the grouchy ladybug said, hey, don't flap your wings at me. You want to fight? And the sparrow said, flapping its wings, well, sure, come a little closer. Oh, the grouchy ladybug flew away because she's pretty fast. Well, at 10 o'clock, wouldn't you know, the grouchy ladybug came upon a lobster. Ooh, look at you. You look pretty cool. Would you like to have a fight with me? Well, the lobster lifted up the lobster claws and said, sure thing, come a little closer. The ladybug, no fool, flew away, saying, no, not today. I'm on my way. Well, unfortunately for the ladybug, at 11 o'clock, the ladybug came upon a skunk. Oh, well, hello, skunk. Would you like to have a fight with me? Well, the skunk lifted up the skunk's tail, and the ladybug, being wiser than usual, grouched away, saying, I can get away from you. And so it happened. Well, time went by, but by 12 o'clock, the ladybug came upon a boa constrictor who was sitting around a tree, just coiled up and looking kind of content. Well, the grouchy ladybug said, hey, why don't you come down from there and have a fight with me? And the boa constrictor said, I'll be right down. But before the boa constrictor could come down, the ladybug flew away. But by this time, it was 1 o'clock. And the ladybug was getting tired and hungry. And who should she come across but a hyena, who laughed with delight. Okay, hyena, would you like to fight with me? And the hyena laughed and said, sure thing. And away went the ladybug, saying, And so it was 2 o'clock. And the ladybug came upon a gorilla. The gorilla stood up on all of its back legs, pounded its chest, and the grouchy ladybug said, "Hey, you want to fight with me?" And the gorilla said, "Oh, sure," and reached towards the grouchy ladybug, who got away, saying, "Well, not today. I have things to do." And off she flew. And along came, at 3 o'clock, a rhinoceros. Well, the rhinoceros reared its horn all ready for the grouchy ladybug to say, "Hey, how about a little fight with me? We could run around together and I could knock you out. I'm that strong." Well, the rhinoceros reared up towards the grouchy ladybug and just about got her, but missed with her horn, as the ladybug said, "Hey, you can't fly, but I can," and off she went. Well, it was getting later and later, and the grouchy ladybug was hungrier and hungrier and meaner, and then she came across a elephant. Well, "Hello, elephant," said the grouchy ladybug. "Do you want to fight with me?" And the grouchy ladybug just about landed on the trunk of the elephant, and the elephant reared her trunk up, batting that ladybug into the sky, and the ladybug flew away, saying, "Oh, not today. I have things to do." Well, the ladybug kept on going and landed in the middle of the ocean. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take just a little break for me to show you a picture I couldn't even begin to find, because by 5 o'clock, the ladybug was in the middle of the deep blue sea. And who did she come across but a great big whale? And the ladybug, that courageous ladybug, said, "Hey, would you like to fight with me?" And the whale said nothing. "What? Too cowardly to fight with me?" And the whale said nothing. And the ladybug wandered all the way through her very long, very powerful body until she got to the end. And with that, the whale flipped its tail at the ladybug, who flew away and landed on the other side of the ocean. By 6 o'clock, the ladybug landed exactly where she started. And having a lovely feast was the friendly ladybug. "Well, hi." "Hi," said the grouchy ladybug, wet and tired and frustrated. "Oh, here you are again. You must be hungry. There still are some aphids left. You can have them for dinner." "Oh, thank you," said the wet, tired, and hungry ladybug. And the friendly ladybug said, "You're welcome." And together they feasted on all the aphids that were left. And when the sun set on our beautiful scene, the fireflies danced. And that, ladies and gentlemen, with the wisdom of our friend Eric Carle, is the end of our story. Sometimes we're grouchy, but we don't know why. And sometimes a friend can help us out. This is one of my favorite books about overcoming our feelings of misgiving, being grouchy, hungry. So try to fix somebody else's problems and your own, of course, as well. This is Marilyn Price with the Mentor Project. I thank you all for coming, and I hope you find this book and a lot more of Eric Carle's. Right now, it is time to say goodbye.